What's up? What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another edition of my welcome to another edition of my hip hop reviews. This is MC Reg. Let me make some quick announcements. First, let me give a shout out to my friend Alyssa for hooking me up with the snapback right here. Yeah, I got you. Oh yeah, and second of all, for the people who can't really watch my Set It Off movie review I did last week, YouTube somehow just age restricted my video out of nowhere, and I don't know why they do that shit sometimes. So other than that, if you can watch, you can watch. If you don't blame it on me, blame it on them. Anyway, hip hop review, as you can hear in the background, J.Cole's Born Sinner, released in 2013, last year, on Rock Nation. You guys should know who J. Cole is, but let me give you some quick background information. He's an MC from Fayetteville, MC from Fayetteville, as you can hear, and he really started rapping at 12 years old, but he really became serious at it when he was 15 and stuff like that. So, yeah, and what else? He was mostly influenced by like Cannabis and Eminem, and he was influenced by Tupac, And like when he was 17, he tried to give Jay-Z, his future boss, some beats he made and stuff like that. And I think like Jay-Z declined the beats. I think that's what I heard and stuff like that. So what else? So that's that same year. Wait, hold up. Yeah, I think like in 07 he dropped his first mixtape, The Come Up, which was like a good mixtape, but didn't really push him out like that. So 2 years later he dropped The Warm Up, which was like a big mixtape at that time and stuff like that. Like a lot of people were bumping that mixtape, like what I remember and stuff. And also that same year, he was actually, I believe he got signed to Rock Nation, which was Jay-Z's new record label from Rockefeller. I'm not going to get into that right now. And what else? He was featured on the song A Star Is Born, like on the Blueprint 3 album, an album which I do have in my collection. I might do a review on that. That was a really dope song though, to be honest. And like that between that and the next year, he was featured on like Talib Kweli's and High Tech's Revolutions Per Minute. Like he was featured on B.O.B.'s mixtape. Not really a fan of him. And then I think that same year he dropped another mixtape called Friday Night Lights, which was my favorite mixtape he ever done at that time. Like he had songs like Too Deep for the Intro, things of that nature. And that next year he dropped his first studio album, Cold World: The Sideline Story, which was, that album had like a mixed reception between like hip hop heads, hip hop fans, critics. But I personally, I really don't like the album. It was really a dope album and stuff like that. But at the same time, a lot of people were saying that, he kind of going for the mainstream crowd and stuff like that. And it was kind of like, you know how some of these cats are. They say that a certain MC is selling out, but then all of a sudden they go listen to that another bullshit MC, stuff like that. So between like 2012, he dropped, I think he dropped some like mixtape featuring people's songs, producing beats and stuff like that. And here comes 2013, he dropped this album. Give me 1 minute right quick. I have to look up something on how I think Alright. Okay, singles this album is known for: Power Trip featuring Miguel, the song that was just playing in the background; Crooked Smile featuring TLC; Forbidden Fruit featuring Kendrick Lamar; and She Knows featuring Amber Kaufman. Producers on this album, like mostly J. Cole makes the beats. He and Mark Pitts are the executive producers. Christian Rich, DJ Dummy, Elite, Earl Washington, Jake One, dope producer by the way, Ken Lewis, Nate Jones, Ron Gilmore, and Science, yeah. Alright, let me review some of the tracks and stuff like that. Alright. The first song I'm reviewing, the first song I'm reviewing is Illuminati, which is like Fayetteville, his hometown, and Illuminati mixed together and stuff like that. As he said, like in the excuse me, as he said, like he just said, like it's pretty dark this time. Like he wasn't kidding. Like this album is, it's kind of like a dark. It's kind of like a more of a darker, kind of like introspective kind of look at relationships, hypocrisy of hip hop at times, and stuff like that. So like what I got from the song Illuminati, he was like, it's kind of like a braggadocio kind of song, and he was like explaining about how certain aspects in hip hop like had a toll in his life. For example, as I mentioned earlier about the him offering Jay-Z a beat, and then he kind of like took that back when at the East Coast West Coast kind of thing, when everyone was saying fuck Jay-Z, fuck Tupac, da 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 da. He was kind of like he didn't want to stay away from that, but when he rejected, he's like he's saying like fuck Jay-Z and stuff like that. And then he's talking about like finding the right girl, like finding his Topanga from Boy Meets World and stuff like that. Other than that, very dope way to open up an album and stuff like that. Track number 2 is Kearney's Sermon. It's a skit. For those of you who don't know who Kearney Sermon is, if you watch those like BT religious kind of programming they have, like in the early mornings, late at night, he's like one of the main people there, and like he's like that reverend who always like say God. Like I'm gonna post a link to one of his sermons. You know, to me, I don't really have respect for like televangelists at times and stuff like that. That's my personal opinion. Track number 3, Land of the Snakes. As you can, they use that Outkast sample. This is basically a song about him, his upbringing in Fayetteville, mostly, you know, and like running up to the wrong girl, running up to a girl he used to know. Pretty dope song, by the way. Like that's the difference between this album and Cold World, because you know Cold World kind of like had like those. As much as I love Cold World's Satellite Story, it had more like it had an introspective song, but it had more like a party. Some of the songs had like a party kind of theme to it, you know. Well, this album kind of had like more introspective lyrics and like kind of like takes you back to like the storytelling in hip hop, you know. Like you get that a little bit in hip hop today, but most of the times it's like braggadocio. But I like braggadocio music, you know. But not to like it's a certain type. Track number 4, Power Trip featuring Miguel. Pretty dope song, dope single by the way. Like you guys should know who Miguel is. In my opinion, a very, very creative R&B artist. That's my opinion, though. Very like out the box. You know? Like this song is basically like him having a crush and stuff like that. And like I think I read somewhere that he actually Hold on, one more minute. Like, J.Cole, he did an interview saying that it's not only about the love of a girl, but it's actually a love for like hip hop in general. And I kind of feel like that was really dope, kind of like paying homage to like Common's "I Used to Love Her," stuff like that. Track number 5. This More Money. It's an interlude, but at the same time, it's a dope song. It's a song. And like if you like really,
Bro, compare the niggas with old money. I mean the type of niggas that
if you really like listen closely to the song, he kind of like has like a Jay-Z kind of flow from like the Imaginary Player. That song Imaginary Play. He kind of like had like a trying to pay homage to his flow on that song. That's what I got. Track number 6, Trouble. Now, this is arguably one of the darkest songs on the album. Like, due to that, like listen. Niggas won't fight. I said, gunshots into the air, but I ain't scared for my life. I said, that's one thing about this album though. He kind of had like a choir of some of the darkest stuff like that. And like, if you see like the drums on that album, like the beat in general is dope though. Now the lyrics, he's kind of like spitting more knowledge on these lyrics and stuff like that. And it's just like him evolving as an artist. That's the way I see this song though. Track number 7, Runaway.
Married men act totally different when they by themselves, don't they? You see him with the wife, what's up, Tony? Hey, man, how's everything going, brother? Where's the picture? Yeah, give me my space. Enough time to chase. This
is just basically another like relationship kind of song where he's just saying, he's talking about like how love restrictions, how like what I got, like how you love somebody, but there's certain things that they do and stuff like that. Pretty dope song. Track number 8, She Knows, featuring Amber Kaufman. That song's alright. I'm not really too crazy about that song. Track number 9, Rich Niggas. I really love this song, Rich Niggas. I feel like this is one of my top tracks on the album. He just basically like rapping about how rich people act at times and stuff like that. And you all know how certain rich people act at a certain time, you know. They think they're like God's gift to the world. They think they can buy anything with money and stuff like that. Shit. And he's talking about how the struggle. Like listen to the lyrics. He's talking about they hate rich people, goddamn it, and stuff like that. So pretty dope song. Track number 10, Where's Jermaine? Basically a skit about a choir looking for Jermaine and stuff like that. Nothing really special. Track number 11. Oh. Track number 11.
Me and my bitch took a little trip down to the garden. Took a little dip. Apple juice falling.
That's Forbidden Fruit featuring Kendrick Lamar. Dope song, like really laid. I won't say like laid back, but like them going at it. Of course, like they use that tribe sample. I'm not gonna tell you that tribe song the sample. I'm not. So you guys should know what I mean, like Forbidden Fruit. basically saying, kind of like channeling Adam and Eve, the whole Genesis, the Garden of Eden, stuff like that. Let me get to Kendrick's first.
That's why you all on my mind, all on my line, like calling them. Just falling from my lips, took a little sip. Bitch. You know that. Started with a dollar on the train. You know that.
I mean, like, him and Kendrick Lamar just like have perfect chemistry behind the Mac. Oh, by the way, though, there's reports that they're gonna do an album together. I think either this year. It was supposed to come out last year, but I think they just postponed it to this year. They're gonna take their time with it. So we'll see what happens there. Then we're gonna have my favorite song on the album. Shading Day. Love the song Shading Day. It's like basically like his view on the chains in hip hop. You know, cats in hip hop always wear like long chains, stuff like that. But at the same time, what I recently read up about the song, he said that at times that it can be hypocritical because like some fans of hip hop might want to try to keep up with hip hop, that like they're trying to have things that hip hop has like materialism thing around them. You know how you guys know what I'm talking about. Like I love the smooth beat on the song. Like really dope song, by the way. Track number 13, Ain't That Some Shit, which was like an interlude. Track number 14 is Crooked Smile featuring TLC. Yes, the same TLC, T-Boz, Left Eye Chili. They actually T-Boz and Chili in this album, so pretty really dope song, by the way. I like it. It has like that 90s feel to it, you know. What I got from this song is, no matter like what your problems are in the world, like no matter how happy people are, there's always going to be like that crooked smile they have in them because they have like inner problems, you know. Everybody goes through it. By the way, it's been said that J. Cole is going to actually produce TLC's album. I think the comeback album, something like that. But we'll see where it goes. Then we get to track number 15, Let Nas Down. A little story about this song. Remember when I said that people were dissing Cold World because like well, I said people were dissing Cold World because of its more like mainstream sound. Well, when Cole did that single on Workout, it's been said that No ID, the producer, like phoned him and said that Nas didn't really feel that song let work out and stuff like that, and he thought that Nas would understand because if you remember, if you're a Nas fan, you should know that when he did Nostradamus, the label was trying to push him to do like a more commercial kind of album though. But I mostly prefer the remix to the song he actually did with Nas and stuff like that. I'm gonna post a link to the remix. So this is arguably one of my this song, Forbidden Fruit and Chain Day, are my favorite songs off the album. Then we get to Born Sinner featuring James Fauntleroy. Pretty really dope song. It has like that kind of like ending credits theme, like, you know, when you watch a movie, like a movie and stuff like that, and excuse me, they have like those like credits, and like this song kind of like fits like the ending credits to the movie. Pretty dope way to end an album. A lot of people know like James Fauntleroy because he does like vocals on like for people like Common, Jay-Z, I believe Kanye West at one time. So yeah, and that's it for my review. About this is like the deluxe version, and what's cool about this version, like it has like the Truly Yours EP2. To be honest with you, I never really like paid attention to Truly Yours EP2 like that. I mean, there's some really dope songs on it, but I have to re-listen to it. I might like mention it briefly on like a CD collection vid, or something like that. So overall, I think this album is a really, really dope album. Basically, I think this album, Ghostface's 12 Reasons to Die, and what else? What's that one other album? And Eminem's Marshall Mathers LP 2 are probably like the best hip hop albums of 2013. But there are a lot more. But I think those three just stood out to me the most. That's like my opinion. So, and I forgot to mention though, this was actually released the same day as Yeezus, Kanye West's album. That trash of an album, in my opinion. And I guess like a lot of people love this album more. So, and this is like the perfect example of an MC evolving himself and stuff like that. So, if you're a fan of J. Cole, like conscious hip hop, introspective stuff, you'll most definitely love this album. This is J. Cole, Born Sinner, and that's all the time I have. I'm gonna most definitely do another review, probably tonight or tomorrow. So, stay tuned for that. Peace.